Okay, so for patching, it depends upon which type of technology, which technology are you using. There are three methods in Citrix: PVS, MCS, and others. In case you are using PVS, that time you need to update the patches on the PVS master disk and then uh, push it on the Citrix servers. In case you are using master catalog MCS services, in that case you need to update the patches on the golden image or the master image and then push it on the Citrix servers or Citrix VDA. And in case you are not using these things, you are using the manual terminology. In that case, you need to install the updates manually each server, one on each server manually. Okay, so this is the patch management, or most of the organization uses the PBS or MCS. So always remember that you need to apply patches on the master image server or the golden image server, or in case of PBS you need to apply that on the golden disk. It could you can say it's a golden disk or master disk. And once it applies on the disk or the golden master server, you will get the option from the PBS console or from the Citrix Studio consoles. Once you go to the machine catalog, you only need to right click on the machine catalog and then you will get the option to update. So you need to click update and schedule that. Okay, clear? And next one is the Citrix policies. It says Citrix policies under you can find the Citrix policies under Citrix policies tab. There are two type of policies: server policy or the user policy. But in case of 7.x, if I am talking about the load management, in case of 6.5, load management is you can say it's not the load management, it's a load evaluator in the 6.5 to calculate load on the server. But in 7.15 is the load management policy. It comes under the policy section. Okay, one by one I will show you all these things in the live in the environment. And about the printers, you know about the form and sites, you know how to publish applications via Citrix Studio or from the App Center. So you can mention is App Center, App Center for 6.5 and Studio is for 7.x. Okay, clear? In networking, TCP/IP basics, I think you already know that 32-bit IP, subnet, gateway, and etc. Basic knowledge of VMware virtualization. Basic knowledge of VMware virtualization, it means you know about how to create server build on VMware, increase or decrease RAM, disk, RAM, disk, memory. That is enough for L2 person who is working the Citrix environment. Okay. After this, installation and configuration of new Windows server as per the requirement is the same as the hardened image. Hardening, I already told you about the hardening. This is configurations given by the customer. As per the configuration you need to build the server. Vulnerability, anyone knows what is the vulnerability? The vulnerability is sent by the security team that any patches missing or anything missing, security breach on the server, then you need to fix that. with the vulnerability sheet they will provide you the solutions also. So you need to follow the sheet and uh, uh, as per the given solution you need to work on the solution. Antivirus management, patch management, how to update antivirus and how to patch a server, these things. Incident management, incident change. If you are working as a L2 guy, you need to know about the how to work uh, for incident and how to work for change. In change you need to raise a change request, and for incident management customer or a client will raise a ticket for the respected team, and that ticket will come to you, and then you need to provide the solution. And for change management first you need to raise a change on the portal, whatever the service now or anything is in the environment, you need to raise a change, then it will go for the approval from client. After the change meeting client will approve it, and once client will approve, then only you need to perform change means anything you are going to change on the server is related to configuration, is related to application, anything. Suppose you want to install a new application on the server, for that you need to raise a change. Suppose you want to apply a policy, new policy, or you want to make a change on the existing policy, you need to raise a change. Suppose you have to publish a new application for the user, it comes through a incident. In incident user want any application should be published for the group of users, then on the basis of that incident ticket you need to open a change, take a approval, and then on the given time frame you need to install that application. Okay, clear? Okay, then creation, deletion of user profile is a something related to the Active Directory. Or creation or deletion of profile, it means suppose any user is facing issue with the application, and a single user, suppose there are two types in any application, a single user can face the issue or the multiple users can face the issue. Suppose a single user is facing any issue with the application, that application is not launching. So in that case, if single user is facing issue, what your priority to check? User's desktop or laptop, client is installed there or not, firewall should be off, or then internet connectivity or the connectivity with your environment from user laptop to your office environment, is connectivity through the VPN or anything should be correct, and user profile. If the profile is corrupted, you need to rename the profile with .old. First you need to tell user that log off for 5 minutes. In between you need to rename the profile, and then user will log in and he can able to access the application. If client is not installed, you need to reinstall the client. Either you will responsible to install the client, or you can move this to desktop team, and desktop team will install the Citrix client on user's laptop or desktop. Through remote session you can check firewall is on or off. You should you should off all the firewalls, Windows default firewalls on the user's laptop. Okay, and one more thing is a you can see is a decommission of servers.
Yes.
What is decommissioning?
Sorry.
Decommission means you are going to delete a server permanently from the environment. For decommission you need to raise a change that this server ABC you are going to decommission. But for decommission always client should send you the request to decommission the server. Then you need to raise a change and discuss that in the change meeting, and after the approval you need to shut down the server for at least for 15 days. 1 week to is a timeline for 1 week to 15 days. You need to put the server shut down, and in case within the 15 days you will not get any ticket or any issue from the user side, you can delete the server from the internet. And suppose you have you have shut down the server, and after that you get multiple tickets regarding the application which is hosted on that particular server, then your first responsibility to update this to the server owner or the application owner, and once they will confirm to power on the server, you should power on the server. If after that, after getting several tickets, you have updated the server owner, the application owner, and they are telling no, no need to take care of this, just go ahead and decommission the server, then you can go ahead and decommission the server from the environment. Okay,
Mhm.
clear? Any doubt?